Hey everyone, welcome to the Thursday night edition of the Lovecraft Easing podcast, or Thursday Night Live, or Thursday Night with Mike and the Cats, however you want to call it, whatever you want to call it. Alright, so like I said, using a new microphone lately, so please let me know that you can see me and hear me, especially hear me. Thank you, Scott. Beat me to it. All right, let's see who we have talking so far. Thanks for staying up late with me on your Thursday night. So, Scott, hello? Scott, did you get your book today? If not, you're going to get it the next day or two. I sent books to the upper tiers, which is one of the benefits, and I think you guys are really going to like the book. I know a lot of people will receive some today, but anyway, and look, my gosh, if you're giving me $5 a month or $50 a month, whatever, I really appreciate you. Everyone does what they can do, so thank you very much. Let's see, Scott, Brian, I think you're the recipient. Yeah. If memory serves, you're the recipient of Alan's 6-month gift, right? For you're a Patreon for 6 months, courtesy of Mr. Hughes. So welcome. Kelly, you just joined the Patreon too. You're on my list to send a note to, and you know what? I haven't got to it yet. I worked for like 14 hours straight today, and that's not something I got to yet. But thank you, man. Thank you very much. I seem to have received several more Patreons since Tuesday from you guys, the inner circle who watch me on Tuesday nights and Thursday nights. So thanks, and welcome. Let's see. As always, Alan Hughes. Alan, when's your last day of school? And Bubba Saul. Forgive me, I can't. Sometimes I have problems placing YouTube IDs with names, but you've been here before, I know, plenty of times, so I'm sorry, but welcome. Are things going well? Well, I'll get to that in a minute, but I do have some bad news to report, guys. I think my hair is going white. Yeah. So there you go. That's the bad news of the evening, and I hope that you guys can handle it with as much grace as I'm trying to. All right. Let's see. Darren, hey buddy. Darren was single-handedly responsible for me going off on a tangent about Walden on Tuesday. So. And it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. Suzanne, when's your last day of school? And, okay, Kelly says, how many kittens? 5, sir. 5. And they're starting to, oh my God, guys, they're so cute. Did you guys see the video? I took another video today. Oh, last day of school is today? Suzanne, congratulations. Awesome. Good feeling, I'm sure. They are so cute. Oh my gosh. And we've got a fenced-in backyard, and I'm just so happy that, you know, their mom had them over in the driveway under our car that doesn't currently work. And then like a day and a half later, I see her and I see all the kittens, and they're right near the bookhouse doorstep, and I just felt really good. Like she's like, I knew you'd take care of them because she's been around for a while, and so yeah, I feed them canned food several times a day, and make sure they got plenty of water in this heat, and anyway, all kinds of, they're very cute. I uploaded a video to this channel earlier today. It was a 20-second short, and it's under the fourth playlist down on the channel. So I'm sure you find it. So, all right. Anyway, yes, Kelly, 5x5. Actually, I want to talk about Buffy's new show in a minute. Let's see here. I don't want to skip anybody. Kim, another new. Thank you for joining the Patreon. Appreciate it very much. And Chaz, hey buddy. And Marianne. I just want to make sure I didn't skip anybody here. I don't think I did. Anyone that's spoken so far yet. Oops, I accidentally hid Kelly McDonald's comment just with my, sorry, I think I undid it, Kelly. I'm sorry. I did not mean to do that. I don't even know what you said. I'm sorry, dude. So, Darren says he really enjoyed the Walden talk. Thank you. Chad says we don't call it white here, we call it ashen. Well, like the skies, they were ashen and sear. Kelly, if I messed you up for the duration, please forgive me. It was I hit the wrong button. Totally accident. So, and maybe Ellen can fix it too if it's not already fixed. All right. Oh, a tornado barely missed you, Ellen? Wow. Jeez. Yeah. Going Gandalf. Oh, I like that phrase. There we go. Let me see if I can fix. Ooh, if I add Kelly. Kelly, I'm adding you as a moderator to see if it can fix it. You are now a moderator. Hopefully you can help fix it. There we go. There we go. Perfect. All right, anyway, let's chat. I've often thought this. Chaz has mentioned this to me a couple times lately about us, called us a tribe, and I really like that. That is what we are. You know, we look out for each other to the best of our ability. We have, all of us have all of this in common. So yeah, if you're not aware of the email alert list, just scroll down in the show notes and it's there. Also, the community and events page, I linked there too. So yeah, we happy few. That's what I do every night, every time I'm on this channel, Chaz, the St. Crispin's Day speech. So, if you're not a Patreon, gosh, I'd really appreciate it, and you get a hell of a lot for just the $5. So, all right. Hey, Jakester. So yes, okay, I have now reported that my hair is turning white. You guys are up to date. Good night. Um, well, how are we doing? Bubba said. How we're doing is we don't know how we're doing. Danielle has several interviews out there. Um, One of the principals that she interviewed with, she, told him what happened, and he was just aghast at it. A principal in this area, and that's all I can say right now. But except to say that it's possible we'll have to move to Florida. It's also possible that we'll be able to stay right here, and I will just roll with whatever happens, and we'll go from there. Danielle is going to be out of town. Got Suzanne Allen. Her last day is tomorrow. You guys wouldn't believe the stuff the kids did for her. One drew a pencil drawing, Alan, of her face. It's almost like a photo. It's amazing. What a talented kid. Scott, if we move, it would be Tallahassee. And a lot of kids wrote notes and everything, and tomorrow is just a free day, I guess what they call it, So it's the last day of school. So then she's going to our niece's graduation in Illinois, where Danielle's from, and where, a lot of her family still lives, and her sisters, got her a plane ticket and said, "You're hanging out with me for a week after the graduation." And I think that'll be really good for Danielle to not have to think about anything except being with her family. Scott, I forget, are you in Florida? Danielle's sister lives in Tallahassee, so I'm a little bit familiar. And yeah, it looks like a great town. It does. So, yeah, thanks, Chaz. Speaking of Mr. Chaz, there is if you guys aren't already aware, a writer who's been writing a very long time by the name of Reggie Oliver. And I think I read something of his in the distant past, but I had certainly forgotten. And Chaz brought him to my attention. We're going to be interviewing him on Sunday. And so Chaz will be leading point on that. I'm going to make him do most of the work. So there. And just remember the rule, Chaz. If it goes well, it's because it's my show. And if it doesn't go well, we'll all blame you. Does that sound fair to you? Anyway, thanks for, he's great. Guys, you really, really need to check out his work. If you like Mockin, M.R. James, thanks, Scott. And it's all Chaz. So Chaz did the work and got him on the show. So thank you. So that's for Sunday, and do check out this guy's work in the meantime. Okay, he's got a lot for you to choose from out there, and you like horror, you like weird fiction. That's why you're here, right? Then you're gonna love this guy. Many of you know about him already, I'm sure. So Um, Ray Russell. Okay, tell me about that later. Sounds good. Um, so Logan and I are going to be bachelors for a week, and we are going to go. Finally, we are going to go see Sinners. Go during the day sometime and get a matinee price and get some popcorn. And I'm just really looking forward to going to see Sinners with my boy, and that'll be a lot of fun. He likes horror. I know he'll like it. Have tissues handy for Sinners? Really? Oh, come on, Kim. I'm a real man. I never cry. Sorry. I'm sorry. Kidding, of course. I just really looking forward to it, especially with my son. So yeah. Speaking of Sinners, I just noticed this. I just noticed this tonight, right before the show. That it's got a digital streaming date. Let's see. Would help if they actually told me the date. Prime Video has the film available for pre-order for $25, which is also the film's purchase price. Let me think that through. If a person were to have the choice of renting the movie for $25 or buying the movie for $25, probably go ahead and buy. June 3rd. Sinners is expected to be released on digital streaming via premium video on demand on Tuesday, June 3rd, according to When to Stream. I'm reading this off of Forbes. So, but I'm going to see it before then. Did I mention I'm going to go to the movies with my son? I'm really excited. So, all right. I haven't heard from one person who said that Sinners is not a good movie. Not one. So, yeah. And it's so great that Michael B. Jordan has an exact duplicate twin to play that role, right? Oh, tell your sister happy birthday, Jakester. Yeah. All right. So we will be eating bachelor steak that entire week. And, okay, I mentioned the link, the community and events link. It's just scroll down, you'll see it. We have stuff going on in the Lovecraft Easy, gosh, just about every other night now. For those of you who are patrons at the 10 and up level, as always, we'll do a hangout tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 Central. So that'll be fun. That's, if you're not familiar with it, we do it every Friday night now. The panelists and the patrons, we just hang out, and it's not broadcast or recorded. We just hang out on Zoom and have a good time and chat. So, Alan says Sinners looks great on the big screen. So, I'm glad. Sir Equinox is going to be the devil's advocate here. He says he's not interested in seeing Sinners because he's sick of vampires and hates blues. Well, I'm not going to disagree with you about vampires being overdone, man. I mean, geez. Seriously. If it was just a regular vampire movie, with nothing else to go for, I wouldn't be seeing it. But sounds like it's got a lot more to go for it. So, yeah, Scott, once or twice a year is the max for me for movies. So, so yeah, maybe you can check Equinox. Maybe you can check it out in 6 or 8 months or whenever, if it's free on Hulu, and see if it matches up to your expectations or not. I haven't seen it yet, so I can't really comment. What else? We talked about the new kittens, and I will have more videos out there. Hey, let's talk about Buffy. You guys can, who are not interested in Buffy or Angel, can feel free to roll your eyes now. Oh, that's I'm not gonna get that. That's my Angel box set DVDs. Buffy reboot finds its new Slayer. Ryan Kara Armstrong to star with Sarah Michelle Gellar in the Hulu pilot series. Wow, she is such a little thing. She's only 15 years old. And I saw the video where Gellar tells her that she's got the part, and she was it was really cute. I'm very happy that it's not just, it does not sound like it's just going to be Buffy's only there once in a while. I don't think that would go over too well with the fans, but it sounds like Sarah Michelle Gellar really cares about this. Obviously, she doesn't need the money, and she just wants to do it right. And the people working with her want to do it right. She says, "From the moment I saw Ryan's audition, I knew there was only one girl I wanted by my side. To have that kind of emotional intelligence and talent at such a young age is truly a gift. The bonus is that her smile lights up even the darkest room." Hey, same thing with my wife. Lights up the room. And I think that's probably all there is to say about that, except that I'm excited about it. Yeah, we'll see how it goes, but I'm excited about it. Saw the new Superman trailer. I've got an open mind. I do like Zack Snyder's DC universe. Well, I like the trilogy a lot. Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, the extended, of course. Otherwise, it doesn't even make sense. And then Zack Snyder's Justice League. It was stuff I wanted to see since I was a kid. And different strokes for different folks. If you disagree, that's okay. That's fine. I'm a little ambivalent about the new Superman movie, but I'm certainly not wishing its downfall or anything like that, just because I like, the previous run and the previous Superman. So, good luck to it. I will say, though, I thought the Superman in handcuffs thing, that it made sense in Zack Snyder's Man of Steel, but now we got Superman. I'm not sure if Gunn is trying to out Snyder or what. I guess we'll see how it goes, right? So, anyway, I hope it does well. I hope it's a good movie. mainly. Speaking of Superman, all of you DC comic nerds out there like me, you may be familiar with this book called Superman, Last Son of Krypton. The thing is, it came out in '78 when Christopher Reeve's Superman came out. But it is not a novelization. For legal reasons, they couldn't write a novelization. And that's a good point, Alan. Alan says, I think Buffy fans will be more accepting to change than your average Star Wars or comic book fan. Yeah, you know, Zack Snyder said something one time I thought made a lot of sense about movies, DC Comics movies. And what he said was, not, this isn't a direct quote, not getting so bent out of shape about it, but what he said almost exactly was, every DC comic movie, every DC movie is an Elseworld story. And when you think about that for a second, to me, it's a lot easier to not get so upset if, okay, you don't really like this particular version of Batman or Superman or, you know, Wonder Woman or whoever else, Martian Manhunter. So they're all Elseworlds stories. So anyway, back to this. This is so fantastic. If you're a Superman fan and you love Silver Age Superman, Alan, is that right? Silver Age Superman before 1986. You know, the one where Superman can basically juggle planets and so forth. By Elliot S. Magan. This is so well done. And, you know, check it out. I think you can still get it on Amazon and eBay and everything for a pittance. And on Elliot S. Magan's podcast from a few years back, he actually reads the book and does a pretty damn good job of it. So you can listen to the book as well. I saved it in my Google Drive. If anybody wants that, remind me, email me. Yeah, the second book, Alan, Magic Monday. Magic Monday? Right? Miracle Monday. Miracle Monday. That's what it was. Yeah, Miracle Monday. One of the things I really like about this book, and if you're not you guys just, one of the good things about this show is I always stay on topic, right? Anyway, I won't spoil things, except a very slight spoiler is Jor-El sends his son, his AI or whatever, searches, this is in the 50s, searches for the smartest man on the planet. Because Jor-El figured, I'm sending my son to Earth, he needs to be raised by the most intelligent human there. And one guess who that was sent to, who Kal-El was sent to, and how he ends up with the Kents, you know, anyway. Magan's a genius, man. He is just a genius. I love Henry Cavill a lot, you know, but my Superman original, just, well, that way, always be this guy, you know. There's a new documentary about him, too, so. Right, what did you do when Kal-El landed, Kim? I mean, you handled it perfectly, I have to say. Really. All right. I'm slowly, as people who are nice enough to me give me Amazon gift certificates, slowly building up my Les Klinger annotated library. Yeah, Lex Luthor is. This is probably one of my favorite versions of Lex Luthor ever. Would you agree, Alan? Not that I think so, but do you? Like, do you agree? So, if you're a Superman fan, you really do owe it to yourself to read this book, and I will just leave it at that. All right. We're gonna embarrass Chaz Mina again, and I'm gonna hold this up. Speaking of Leslie Klinger annotated books, this is not cost very much at all. So my question is, Chaz, do you have this? Because the book that I am sending to the upper tier Patreons, to most of them I should say, I'm not going to say what it is right now, but it is not this book. And don't you say either. But I asked you if you had that book, and you said you did. So this will be in the mail to you. It should hit your doorstep in just a few days. Okay, buddy? I just wanted to make sure before I sent you a book that you might already have. And, you know, Reggie Oliver, and it just seemed like you would like it. All right? And if other patrons are interested, you know, maybe next month I can send some more of these out. You're welcome. Thank you for being a patron, dude. And a supporter, friend, and that goes to for all of you. Don't ever be shy, guys, about suggesting writers that you enjoy for the podcast. Just email me and let me know. Writing down my email again. It's also michaeldyllandavis@gmail.com. It goes to the same place, but that's maybe easy to remember. Middle name Dylan, as in Bob Dylan. I was named after Bob Dylan. And received from my son a Bob Dylan autobiography for my birthday. Thanks, buddy. He religiously watches every show I do. Not. James Marsters, he was interviewed one time, says, so your kids, are they big Buffy fans? They love seeing you as Spike and everything? He's like, they've never seen the show. So. She's reading what to get ready for the UK? Alan, your wife? Anyway, don't ever be afraid, guys, to suggest writers to me. Don't ever be afraid to suggest yourself for promotion if you're a writer. Oh, right, the ghost story book. Okay, sorry. And especially if you're a Patreon, anybody listening to this now or anytime in the future, I am not going to promote someone or interview someone because they're a Patreon per se, and neither am I going to give, if someone's not a Patreon, that they're below consideration. It's about the work, okay? But I will say this. If someone is giving me part of their hard-earned money each month, then yes, I do they go to the head of the line for consideration, okay? And I don't think there's anything unfair about that, because you would not believe the number of people who email me on a daily basis, and sometimes more than once, that I've had on the show, who are not patrons. I've never considered being a Patreon. People I know that can afford $5 a month and everything. And I'm not bitching, okay? That's fine. But I just want you to know, if you're a Patreon, you're at the head of the line for consideration. But all that was to say, give me suggestions, guys, just like Chaz did. Yeah. Darren says, have you ever had Brian Evanson on? Brian Evanson. I'm kidding. Yes. I'm friends with Brian. Friendly. And yes, I have had him on. In fact, very recently. Actually, he would be really good for the, let me write this down, for the deep background series on the Patreon podcast. So yeah, I've had him on pretty recently. Darren, just the channel you're on, just search for Brian Evanson, and you'll see it was a really, really great conversation. And we talked about his newest book, for one thing. I'm sorry, the title escapes me. Alan, if you could, somebody look it up, that'd be great, because that man, Brian, that man can write some unsettling shit. I mean, wait a minute. I have it on, he sent it to me in print, but I got it cheap on Kindle too, so I will have it right now, and I actually want to read a couple of highlights from that book. You know me with my highlights. Okay, it's called Good Night, Sleep Tight. So, Good Night, Sleep Tight. He's other books, obviously. But it was a great conversation. You'll love it, Darren. You guys will love it. If those of you here who saw it, I'm sure you would agree. Very unsettling stories, full of dread. Good Night, Sleep Tight is the title, Chaz. Things like this, from one of the stories. Almost immediately, Sidra felt as if someone was watching them. Anytime the sequence instructed her to turn around, she would catch the briefest glimpse of a face in the air behind. Another story. At the end, the tall man says to the protagonist, he says, "Of course, it's just a story," the tall man said and smiled. "What is actually going to happen, I promise you, is much, much worse." Here's a great quote from that book. "There are times when it hurts to be alive." Speaking of some sentient robots in one of the stories, just because we were created with a purpose, made to function as servants to our creators, must we stop existing if we have no creators to serve? No, we must simply, faced with our freedom, discover a new purpose. But on those nights when she was going to frighten him, even though she flicked the switch down as usual, the light somehow stayed on. Do you want to hear a scary story? She would say. And then, whether he said yes or no, or nothing at all, she would tell him one. One story she told was about a creature that looked human, but wasn't. So, here's another. The worst thing to do is notice it. So you get the idea. I had a lot of highlights in this book. So there you go. Yeah, it was a great interview, great conversation, and if you've not read Brian Evanson, definitely something you should correct and do. I mean, correct is the wrong word. All of our TBRs are very large, aren't they? If you haven't read this, there's another recommendation for you guys. It's called The Room of Mourning, Two Tales of Cosmic Horror by a writer by the name of William Sloane. He wrote these, they were published in the 1930s. So they're 90 years old, and introduction by Stephen King. There are two novellas. The first novella is called To Walk the Night, and the second one is The Edge of Running Water. I read it when it first was published, I think about 10 years ago, and I'm rereading I'm rereading the whole thing. I'm done with To Walk the Night, but I'm almost finished with the second novella also. It's also on Kindle, if you're a Kindle person, okay? And it's remarkable, especially in the 30s. These are not pastiche stories. I wonder, I guess I could research this, but I wonder if he would have had to have been, if William Sloane was even aware of H.P. Lovecraft. You know, Lovecraft wasn't that well known. And even if he was, they're definitely cosmic horror. They are not Lovecraftian horror, and they are really great stories. In his introduction, King says, the reissue of these two remarkable novels is long overdue. I can think of no other novels exactly like these two, either in style or substance. My only regret is that William Sloane did not continue. Yet we must be grateful for what we have, which is a splendid rediscovery. These two novels are best read after dark, I think, possibly on an autumn night with a strong wind blowing the leaves around outside. Oh, I Am Legend. When I discovered I Am Legend in a bookstore once, I sat down and I read the whole thing without getting up. Oh yeah, yeah, Matt Carden. If you're a patron, go to the Deep Background collection, that series. I did a deep background on Matt like a year and a half, 2 years ago. So, and you're right, Scott. The Weird anthology is really good. Matt Carpenter years ago bought it for me on Kindle, and well, you know, a lot of highlighting. Guys, if if you can possibly, and if you can't, obviously you can't, but if you can possibly, I'll be quick about this, but I organized a GoFundMe for Mike DeBronzo. He's trying to get back on his feet. He needs money to he has interview opportunities for his field, but you can't go to an interview if your car's not running and if you don't have interview appropriate clothes, right? So you can read the details at the GoFundMe there and on the side chat. And if you can give him $5, $1, whatever. And if you can't, just share it on social media. That helps too. So, he's a good guy, and he's not looking for a handout. He's just looking for help to get on his feet so that he can, support himself. A hand up. Thank you. Not looking for a handout, he's looking for a hand up. Wow, Kim, I really like that. That's great. And you're exactly right. And it's so hard for a lot of people right now. I mean, about our situation. I just told you about Mike DeBronzo. There's just a lot of people are going through financial and other difficulties right now, and if we can help them, if we have the ability, it's a good thing to do. So, let's see here. I was sent these two books by Joe Morey at Weird House Press, and they are beautiful. And I was sent them, but so that maybe I could tell you guys about them, and promote them elsewhere. This is a really nice edition of The King in Yellow. You can get it at Weird House Press. Link. I think I got the link. Do I have the link? I don't have the link. But you can get them at Weird House Press. The other one looks just as beautiful, and this one is even more excited about. The House on the Borderland, William Hope Hodgson. So, excuse me. They're hardcover. They're very well put together. They're beautiful books. I'm proud to have them in my library. I feel very fortunate that do I make a lot of money? No, I don't. But this is one of the side benefits. Little things like this, and I really appreciate it. So check those out. Weird House Press. Oh God, I didn't show you the best parts. Look at that. That's House on the Borderland, of course. And let's see, King in Yellow. What do we have? We don't have one in King in Yellow, but you get the idea. I've got the annotated King in Yellow by Kenneth Haidt, which that's got a hell of a lot of wonderful art in it. So what I really was excited about was getting the House on the Borderland one from Joe. All right, there's that. I won't keep you guys up too much later. Running the gambit from Superman to the House on the Borderland to ghost stories annotated by Klinger to The Rim of Morning by William Sloane. We're really going through quite the eclectic list. Yes, I will be reading a story from this on Tuesday. Did you guys who listened on Tuesday, did you check out The Price of Fear? That is one thing I briefly wanted to say. If you're looking for some free horror to listen to, old-time radio stuff, you have a lot to choose from. But 3 of my favorites are the following. The Hall of Fantasy, The Price of Fear is another one, and Quiet Please is another one. You'll find Quiet Please. You'll find Quiet Please at, I believe, quietplease.org. Good eye, sir. I put that on after my shower earlier, and Danielle is not a geek like me, and I walked out, and I said to her, I said, "Don't hate me because I'm cool," and I showed her the T-shirt, and she just rolled her eyes at me. There's some damn great stories. Hall of Fantasy is from the early 50s. Caveats. The best Hall of Fantasy episodes are the ones that start off with when they got their groove going. They start off with kind of these drums and welcome to the Hall of Fantasy. Welcome to a series of radio dramas dedicated to the supernatural, the unusual, and the unknown. Come with me, my friends. I've heard these a few times. I guess you can figure. Best Hall of Fantasies are those. Best of those, The Shadow People, I don't have the list in front of me, but check them out. Oh yeah, they're on YouTube. They're everywhere. Quiet Please, I don't think is everywhere. Just Google Quiet Please. I believe it's quietplease.org. Quiet Please, there are some episodes that don't sound the best. They're from the 40s. They've been cleaned up a little bit, but there's some actual cosmic horror on those, and some of the most unsettling stories that you will hear. Hall of Fantasy has great production values and great voice actors. I love those voice actors on that show. But I would really appreciate something. If you listen to these now, or if you're watching this 5 years from now, let me know that you listened to them and enjoyed them. I like passing it on. And so those are those 3. I think that's mostly all I got. Let's see. Again, thanks to my new patrons, Kelly, Kim, Brian, the prize-winning Brian. Thanks, Alan, for doing that. Gonna be doing some merch, more merch. My 3 main merch people right now, informally, are Marianne, Alan, and Bridget. Bridget's been really busy, but Alan did we'll figure out a way to make it fair to the artist, but I want to get more merch out there. I think it would be really cool that drawing of Joe Pulver welcoming Rick Lay to Carcosa is if for the 2026 Necronomicon, everyone who goes, that's part of the Easing tribe wears that shirt. I think that would be so cool. So you're like, so cool, dude. Whoa. Somebody commented on a video from years back, and they said they were laughing so hard they got the hiccups, which was a compliment. I loved it. And I looked at it, and Rick and Joe were talking. It's just like time machine, man. Time machine. So thank you for that, Alan. That I never thought about it till you suggested it, but there's so many Patreon podcasts and other all kinds of stuff on the Patreon that I do think it is a good gift, good prize. So I know everyone's got to go to bed, got work in the morning, and all that. We'll see you Sunday with Chaz and our special guest Reggie Oliver. That'll be Kelly. You're retired, aren't you? Okay, we all hate Kelly, right? He's retired. Kidding, Kelly. Kidding. Kelly, in 1 week, you became a patron and a moderator. So, Kim says, Mike, when you see Sinners, make sure to stay all the way through the credits. Okay, thanks, Kelly. I think we'll probably go see it on Saturday after we take Danielle to the airport. So, anyway, guys, thank you for everything. Thanks for the emotional support, the financial support, and hey, we'll see you if you're a patron and you're around. We'll see you tomorrow night. Otherwise, we'll see you on Sunday. Everybody have a great night and a great Friday. And yes, I will be taking very good care of the kittens. So, night, guys. Thank you.